Yo, come show us some love over at mtggoldfishmerch.com. You can get some dice, you can also get tokens, deck boxes, playmats, and merch. This programming is rated R for rad. This content's only for serial chillers. If my decks or playstyle makes you mad, haters can stay mad and touch grass. Salty Gamers requires accompanying parent or adult.
Yo, what's up? This video has been brought to you by Card Kingdom.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Single Scoop. A ton of new decks have been taking the ladder by storm, so we're going to try out all the top tier ones and see which ones work, which ones I like, which ones I, don't. So this deck has to be one of the most annoying decks you could probably play against, because it truly is death by 1,000 tiny paper cuts. Like, the whole deck operates low to the ground on nothing more than maybe a 4 cost, and that's only in Defiled Crypts, one side of its room, whereas the other one's a 1 mana thing. But for the most part, everything is not more than 3 mana. This town ain't big enough is deceptive. It's really 2 mana because you're usually going to target one of your own things. The whole point of this deck is to play a bunch of cheap, annoying enchantments. Let's just go with Hopeless Nightmare. Who knows? Maybe Nowhere to Run, things like that, and just bouncing it back with Nurturing Pixie, Fear of Isolation. This town ain't big enough, which can then also bounce back your Storm Chaser's talent, which really is just there to generate a ton of 1/1 prowess, otters, and then you can get that enchantment back easily if you have a This Town Ain't Big Enough in the yard by getting to the second chapter of that saga. So really just absurdly annoying, low to the ground, ping your, chip your opponent down in health, juice them of cards slowly, and just really be as disruptive as possible for a really low to the curve. So you're kind of, dare I say, I don't know, this feels more fairies than actual fairies in this standard, but this deck is a lot of fun. So let's see how it goes. Well, fun for me, not so much for my opponents. Oh boy. I don't have much action outside of the Scavenger. I'm going to probably mulligan this. This actually feels a lot better. Kind of want to start with Scavenger here. Play Hex Mage next turn. Bounce. Maybe not even actually Hex Mage. Let's see. I'll go ahead and play... How do you feel about this one, opponent? Okay. Hopeless Nightmare hits. Opponent showing Bat. All right, very nice. Let's go to combat. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and just play Pixie. Bounce back Hopeless Scavenger. I've still got the action from Sheltered by Ghosts here, so this feels pretty good. Let's just go ahead and play Hopeless Nightmare yet again. Sure, I'll put a 1/1 counter on Pixie. See if they want to answer the Pixie. I assume they will. I want to keep Scavenger, so... Alright, so they threw away the Bat Lord. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play... I'll target a creature I control. I'll put the enchantment on Scavenger. Growing the Spiteful Hex Mage. Now we're out of cut down range. Nowhere to Run, that's obviously still a reality, but, what are you going to do? They chose correct here. I mean, yeah, I was hoping they wouldn't target the useful unit here. Oh, boy. Well, on the brighter side, I guess I get to... I kind of really like Hex Mage on the ground. Hex Mage on the air, but Pixie in the air is much better. So let's go ahead and just swoop the little slasher, the hash-slinging slasher out of the way here. Of course, War doesn't work anymore because I know where to run, but all right, that's good enough. Yeah, this is pretty good. We'll start with the Hopeless Nightmare here. We can't play Storm Chaser talent, but that's fine. It's so funny that there's this deck that just exists based off of solely a bunch of little paper cuts. Oh boy. Also, sorry for those watching at home right now. I'm a little congested because I'm a little under the weather. I have a cold, etc., etc. So bear with me. Although, actually having the nasally voice and the congested voice is probably better than my usual unpubertized sounding voice. So, all right. Next turn, we're going to play Pixie to bounce Hopeless Nightmare to play it again. Come on. Okay, so Sunfall from the opponent. This tells me they're blue-white, maybe? Mono-white token control. Okay, I mean, they shouldn't fetch because that gives me a lot of info. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just play the Hopeless Nightmare again after we bounce it back from Nurturing Pixie. This is probably the closest to fairies as you could get right now, right? It's absurdly annoying, death by paper cuts. We've now juiced them of 2 cards. If I can find a blue source, I can play Fear of Isolation, returning Hopeless Nightmare back to my hand, juice them of a few more cards before they can get to their Caretaker's Talent, who knows. Okay, so it's green-white. So this is looking to be Domain. I'm seeing green-white, Sunfall. They fetched a Forest, okay. Or it could just be Selesnya. I've seen a few Selesnya token decks, mid-range decks, and etc., etc. Elspeth, Smite, or something like that. Palm Patch. That's brutal. Okay, sure. So they burned a card. Let's eat them of another card. Okay, so this is like a Selesnya mid-range. I've seen this deck run around a little bit. It's pretty interesting. I'm actually excited to see how it fully plays out. But the good news is they are running out of cards. They only have 3 left, right? If I can get an island, I can Fear of Isolation, send back a Hopeless Nightmare. Up the Beanstalk? Yeah, that's annoying. That's the polar opposite of what I want. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just return Hopeless Nightmare back. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the card of in hand. I mean, they've got to be running out of answers now, right? Okay, so they're throwing away lands. That's a good thing. Okay, Caretaker's Talent is also a huge nuisance. Okay, let's just go ahead. Put Fear of Isolation... let's get Fear of Isolation sheltered by ghosts. Get rid of the Caretaker's Talent. Play a Friendly Neighborhood Storm Chaser's Talent. Go in for 3. Can I find a way to return my Hopeless Nightmare? Right now, War 2 is looking pretty juicy for us. Wow, I asked, and I guess I got an answer. Let me see. So they swing. I have Ward. That seems pretty good to me. Oh, wow. That's the one thing I didn't want. Okay. Sure. Let's return. I guess, you know what? Why not? Hopeless Nightmare is pinging them for 2. I should have done this first to get 1 more point of damage in, but what are you going to do? So do they have a way to make a token right now to draw a card? I don't know what this is. Let me read this. So they can kill an enchantment, huh? Sure. They did? Okay, sure. I'll go ahead and pass here. Carrot Cake. So they'll get a body out of this. They'll draw a card. That's not the end of the world here. They do get to gain 3 life, though. That I don't like. Okay, so they bottomed. That's at least good for us. They have to leave up 2 mana if they want to play the Carrot Cake stuff again. Sure. Let me see here. Are they going to be trying to clone their little 1/1? They pop Carrot Cake clone, but they already drew a card, so I guess this is fine. Sure. All right, this will now at least get me a card out of it if I use Entity Tracker, get another body. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Let's see how they go. Sure. Draw a card. They'll gain 3 life here. They'll draw a card. Sure. I don't think it's by far, like, anywhere near over yet. So, let's just do this. Okay. That's fine with me. Let's put them down 1. Let's draw another card. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what? This is good enough, right? Because they'll have no cards in hand. They'll have to draw off the top of their library. They're at 1. I've drawn 2 cards here. We've juiced them pretty hard. And I think that about locks it up. Good game. This gives me a 1/1. I don't really have that much to do, though. But I have Graveyard Hate just in case. So I think that there's been a... Oh, no. This is bad. This is bad. This is very bad. Okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm just going to take 1. I think they're just going to play their little rat friend, right? The one that gives double strike. They could be holding up their, whatever, Shard Mage's Rescue, which I'm hoping for. Oh, Sheltered by Ghosts. Right out the gates. Okay. Let's do it. I like how they play. What a gamer. I'm going to just go ahead and just get rid of that for them now. So they can't pump it anymore or anything like that. Get rid of the ward. Please and thank you. Don't take any damage as well. That feels pretty good. So now they have no more nonsense. No more Shard Mage's Rescue. None of that. Manifold's Mouse or whatever. I would like to draw another land. This would allow me to go and play, I don't know, Sheltered by Ghosts, right? I could play Pixie, bounce back, nowhere to run. Okay, I guess I should have clarified. I'd like a land that doesn't hurt me, but you know what? Sometimes that do be life. I am losing so much life by the second right now. Sure. All right, perfect. They had me in the bag. I can't keep a one-lander. I gotta mulligan that. Okay, this is a lot better. What do I not want here? I mean, I need to grind them down some cards. This is card advantage, giving me the chance to return stuff to my hand, but so does Fear of Isolation. I think I'm gonna get rid of this town ain't big enough for the both of us. We're gonna see if I regret that or not. All right, so it's red-white. Oh, thank God, a mana base that doesn't hurt. Let's do this. Okay. Optimistic Scavenger, just a little guy. You know, just out here, just scavenging. She's going far and wide. She's going to do it all. All right. Well, can't do anything about that. So let's go ahead now and play Nowhere to Run. Let's get rid of this body. We don't need Emberheart Challenger. Wait, hold on. Okay, yes. Target myself with the pump ability, and yes, target my opponent's stuff with Nowhere to Run. I don't need to bring the Moto misclicks to Arena, although I do that already, so. Oh, I see you also partake in the Scavenger. What a wild format this is. This is awesome. I love this format. This is crazy to me. Like, the game that we're playing right now is wild. Small ball, cheap threats. I am so here for this. I guess I gotta try for this. Did it just... No... It tapped the wrong thing. Oh, auto tapper. I was going to try to put Cadaver Lab just out there to grow, but I guess maybe that's not the play. Who knows? Shard Mage's Rescue. That's a good one. Okay. Oh my God. What? Put a 1/1 counter up to one target creature? What does that do? Oh my Lord. Okay. Well, maybe I... See, if I had played Fear of Isolation, they would have known that I would have bounced back the Nowhere to Run, right? I don't want that. Sure, no blocks, you got it. Can I draw an untapped land? I can. What a lucky draw. What a luck sack draw. Don't mind me. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Optimistic Scavenger. Let's go ahead and just put that on the thing on the ground as well, in the air as well. A little bit concerned about Manifold Mouse, but whatever. It's not like that card hasn't ever killed anybody out of nowhere. Aha. Let's see if this works the way I want it to. Block. I don't know how they'll block. I'm going to swing to get rid of a Johnny. They are scaring me because I don't actually have a way to deal with Manifold Mouse right now. I need to find my own Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, Optimistic Scavenger. I mean, they have to give something trample here, right? They can give a mouse haste, sure. I mean, whatever, I guess. If they swing, they definitely have a trick. So I have to force it out of them, right? Like, I might... otherwise, I'm going to die anyways, right? Ah, very nice. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Let's try this. What a... Oddly, kind of a lucky draw, I think. Sure. I would actually should have done that in another order, getting back this one. This one. I forgot that there's this whole Optimistic Scavenger part where you unlock a room. Won't lie to you. Okay. So now I think we've got to start beating, right? We got to start beating face in. I'm going to just send 6. So seeing what they can do. Do they have a way to give trample right now? Oh, come on. There's no way they had the way to give that flying. That's so funny. Nice. Good game. Whoops, I didn't mean to say your go. Hex Mage is nice. I get to get a 1/1 eventually, bounce stuff around. I have no interaction. You know what? I'll try it. My interaction, I guess, could just be bouncing their stuff, right? Like, that's good enough. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just play the Hex Mage because there's no other option. Go ahead and pass. Although, in reality, I should have probably played Storm Chaser's talent, get the 1/1. Yep, here you go, opponent. In I go. I'm just going to return the Storm Chaser's talent, probably, and whatever they play next. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'm going to go and play this Hopeless Nightmare now. The Blast Zone is kind of a nuisance. All right, Shelly, that's fine. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and pass. How do I want to go about this? I can go and return Storm Chaser's talent. That's fine. I could return... and the Hopeless Nightmare. So now, let's see what they do. I'm going to go ahead and play Optimistic Scavenger. Put the Hex Mage counter on the Scavenger, which will then allow me to go ahead and put a counter on Hex Mage. I'm going to just pass. I want to leave up this town 8 big enough for the both of us, just in case they try to pop that Blast Zone. Kind of annoying if I do say so myself. Okay, sure. That's pretty good. Let's see. This is actually perfect. I can go ahead and save 2 things if need be. Let's eat a card from their hand. Sure, Optimistic Scavenger will grow a little bit more. Don't mind that whatsoever. I mean, no. The token survives. So yeah, it's not a 1 cost. So I think I will just play it just so that my token can live. And now I can get in there for 3. So there's always a little bit of pressure. I think I'm going to bounce both Storm Chaser's talents. Sure, that's fine. You got it. Okay, let's see what they've got. I don't mind if this is going to lead to, like, them... Oh, they're not going to have any cards after this. This is perfect. No point in playing anything. Let's juice them of cards. They know about the last Storm Chaser's talent in my hand here. So I'm just going to hold that back. No point in popping anything here. And if they don't pop the Blast Zone, I will use Storm Chaser's talent. Okay, cool. Perfect. Let's go scrying. Oh, that's actually phenomenal. Perfect. I'll keep that on top. Oh, this is a beautiful hand. Sign me up. All right, so we're going to just go right... This deck really is the most annoying deck ever. As I look at this, I'm going to Hopeless Nightmare, bounce its stuff back, do it again. This is so obnoxious, so annoying. Let's see. They're a... Oh! Okay. I see. Okay. So I'm going to bounce this card back to my hand, Hopeless Nightmare. Let's juice them of a little bit more cards. Right? Because I think from here on out, they're going to do stuff like... If they're pitching a helping hand, they have to have... Wait, really? They didn't do anything? That's weird. Yeah, I guess I'll just cast Fear of Isolation. Why not? Pass the opponent. I'm on 2 lands right now. Question is, what do they have? They gotta have something for all the nonsense. They're throwing away helping hand, unsummons, so... I have to imagine somewhere in here is... one of their win cons? Oh, wow. Come on. Show me the mill. What's the mill? It's a land. All right. Chart a course. All right. So I have lands. That's pretty good. I'm going to just go ahead and juice them of another card. If they bounce something, or if they reanimate next turn, I'll just bounce it, or try to. All right. Pass to the opponent. Wait, this might actually just be a hard cast. I don't think I've ever seen that. Sure. I think what I want to do is I want to play Hopeless Nightmare. Let's go to combat. Yep, let's bounce back the Hopeless Nightmare. And that's good enough? Let me try it. I'm so greedy. I just got to try 1, right? Oh, it's bats? Wait, they want this. Oh, God. They want me to throw these cards away. Surely nothing bad will happen if I have no interaction or threats or anything like that for a few turns, but I did discard them. So they are black-white bats. That's a given. I need to find a land. At least if I can find a land, I can, like, burn. Or, I mean, I can bounce. All right, I lose 1. Not bad. All right, sure, let's try this. Eventually, I will draw a body. Now, let's play another Hopeless Nightmare. All right, Zoroline gone. Sheltered by ghosts. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess that'll take one of my Hopeless Nightmares. I don't know if that's actually what they want to do, to be honest, but that's up to them. Okay. So I take 5 this turn. Oh, man. I need something to do. I'm going to bounce back one of my Hopeless Nightmares. So this gets rid of both their cards, the same result, right? Then one last Hopeless Nightmare juices them of their entire hand. So now they're on a 2-lander. I'm putting myself in position to hopefully find something to do. I am going to take 4. This is pain. Please, nothing to do. Okay. Oh, perfect. Finally. All right, we're going to return one of these lands. This has flying. I can... Okay, this can't block. Starscape Cleric can't block. Sure. I'm going to just go ahead and play Ghost Vacuum. Now let's see what happens if I play Hopeless Nightmare. Okay, so they have the combo in deck. I need to start popping my Hopeless Nightmares. Uh-oh, as long as you've lost life this turn. Okay, sure. All right, I need to find something to do real bad. I need to answer this Essence Channeler even. This town ain't the big enough for the both of us. That's not bad. Scavenger doesn't do much, though. So let's go ahead and get that away. Let's exile. Can I form their combo? This costs me a life to do. Ouch. Okay, we get rid of their bodies this way. I hang back for a second here. No, not this little weirdo. Although there is a discussion to have bounced the Starscape Cleric just so I can get the combo going. All right. I don't want any of these cards. That's the problem here. I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh, that's a clutch. Okay, sure. So now I have the combo, I believe. Next turn. Right, so as long as I just exile... I'll wait. I'll wait. Don't do anything now. There's no reason to do anything now. No way. I think I survive exactly at 1, right? Block. No, wait, I think I'm exactly at 1. Right? Yeah. That was a crazy turn for them. They actually almost had it there. So now if I pop this... Right? Oh, wait, I don't gain the life. No, wait. Yes, I do. No, wait. No, I don't. Oh, wait. I get the combo. That's right. I have the combo. Now I just do this infinitely. Whew! I forgot for a second how Bloodthirsty Conqueror worked. I thought it was the other one, the inverse, but nope. It's as I thought. If they swung with their Rune Lurker bat, they hypothetically could have won if they didn't swing with both. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed that, check out this mono white toxic deck that's actually, well, really good.